I'm a fan. But our founding fathers did not believe career politicians would be healthy for our republic. What do you think should be done to create more accountability to the citizens of this country?
Well, first of all, you need to follow and watch more than you are perhaps who's saying one thing when they're running and doing something different when they're elected. I'm as angry as you are about that. And that's what this election in large measure is about. I think the Tea Party movement, which Dick Armey says I was Tea Party before there was a Tea Party, and I'm proud of that label, it's there because people are angry about that sort of thing. They're also very upset because they want government that taxes less, spends less, and creates opportunity. And in Washington particularly, we aren't getting it. We're not getting it. I'm not running for Congress. Somebody else is doing that in the Senate. But I can tell you when I ran in 1980 with Ronald Reagan, the same situation was there, I think, is here today. Only today it's magnified. It's even far worse in many ways. But if I were telling this president or anybody else what he should be doing to create a turnaround in our economy, I'd say we need to reduce the size and the scope of the federal government. We should be reducing, not increasing the tax on capital gains. We should be cutting the corporate tax rate so we could increase our exports and encourage the job production that would come from that. And we should be reducing the regulatory burden on small businesses. And we should be eliminating unfunded mandates from state and local governments. They're not doing that. He seems more interested in that government up there in Washington right now, the powers in power, that in growing the size of government than in growing private sector jobs, or else they just don't get it about how to do this. So when you say, what are you going to do to rein this in, the ballot box is the best place to rein it in. But I do favor term limits. I think that when I was in Congress, I produced the only amendment to the Constitution ever to be voted on the floor of the House. It was voted on twice to limit the terms of senators and House members to 12 years each, in combined total. And that was passed in the sense of a majority of people voted for it in 1995 and again in 1997, but we didn't have the 2/3 that was required. I still think term limits would be a good idea in Washington. I think the 8-year term limit in Tallahassee is too short. I'm looking at it now where these fellows that are running, men and women, wind up campaigning to be the Speaker of the House and getting pledges and commitments while they're running for office. And as soon as they're there, practically they're back out again. And it does not make particularly for good government. And I would think that it'd be a lot better if we had 12-year terms in Florida. I still favor term limits, but I just think 8 years is too short. But that's and transparency. Transparency is most important. You want to be able to see. I administer the sunshine laws in Florida, as you know from the press, and those are very important. We don't have sunshine everywhere. The federal government certainly doesn't have sunshine. But we do have laws in the state of Florida for local governments as well as state governments that said virtually everything you do, it's on the record, is available to the public, available to the press, and I think that's a very positive thing. And in campaigns, it should be the same way. The more transparency, the more accountability, the better.